Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, September 25th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, according to Newsweek, the U.S. is gearing up for a, quote, homeland defense as Russia and China warships reach the Pacific. Things are escalating all around the world. Certainly something to pay attention to. This next story, I have to be careful how I phrase it. As you all know, I get dinged at times for certain words. So, the three-letter agency that is responsible for infectious disease here in the United States, first letter beginning with C, last letter being C as well, has finally admitted that fluoride is toxic to humans, especially babies, causing neurological damage. I have been screaming about this for over 30 years. It is nice, and I'm relieved to see that this is coming out to mainstream. According to SGNON, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the yield curve, has now been inverted for a 789-day period. That's 89 days longer than the inversion period for the same measurement indicator immediately before the crash of 29. This next story is eye-opening, and it won't be shocking for some of you because I think you understand what it's about. But the Constitution has been amended 27 times, and a proposed 28th one has a sobering theme. A bipartisan group in Congress wants the nation to be better prepared for, quote, a mass casualty event in D.C. The four have proposed what they call a, quote, continuity amendment that would allow members of Congress to be quickly replaced should at least 100 seats suddenly become vacant. Now, what would cause 100 seats or more to become vacant? Well, I would point you towards the sealed indictments that I believe are over 500,000 now. Interesting timing. According to the Kobayashi letter, what in the world is happening to gold? Gold prices are up a massive 28% in 2024 to a fresh record high of $2,660 an ounce. This puts gold on track for its best annual return since 1979. Now, we know that the Fed just cut the interest rate by 50 basis points, which is typically a panic move. And then additional things will follow that, such as if that 50 basis points wasn't a panic move, why is gold going up? Why is silver going up? Why is Bitcoin going up? Well, I think we all know the answer to that. According to ABC7 in New York, a retired judge, Stuart Rosenwasser, unalived himself at an Orange County home as the FBI came to arrest him. Apparently, he was involved in some sort of a corruption case, and it looks like he wound up taking the easy way out. How many other politicians, or celebrities for that matter, are going to take the same route? Well, probably quite a few. According to Radar, and this is a hat tip to News Trees and Dave and Mark over there, unrealized losses by U.S. banks are 7 times higher than the 2008 financial crisis. Jenna Griswold, who argued to keep President Trump off the presidential ballot, must release records that could show the dead people were registered to vote. More and more election exposure is taking place, and this is just another example of it. Anthony Blinken failed to attend a Tuesday hearing on the Biden-Harris administration's bungled withdrawal from Afghanistan, defying a congressional subpoena, and setting the stage for him to be the first Secretary of State ever held in contempt of Congress. Now, this is a hat tip to the Dot Connecting Anons on Telegram. According to CNN, of all places, the U.S. Justice Department accused Visa of illegal monopoly that adds to the price of nearly everything. They're getting hit from all angles, and I, for one, am glad to see it. Nancy Pelosi's husband sold more than $500,000 worth of Visa stock just weeks before the DOJ's antitrust lawsuit. And when all the exposure comes out about what quite a few congresspeople have been doing and their spouses, there's going to be a storm, and you know what I mean. Yesterday, numerous emergency and hazmat crews were on the scene in Whitewater, Ohio, after an immediate evacuation order was issued following a train car leak of toxic chemicals, including styrene. Are we going to see more attacks on the railways? Well, sure looks like this one is. According to the Daily Mail, Diddy's bodyguard says there are tapes of politicians at what they're calling freak-offs, and claims the rapper learned from other music moguls. As we've said multiple times, this Sean Combs thing is probably just the first domino of many to come. And then finally today, according to Zero Hedge, U.S. border agents found RPGs and IEDs near the southern border amid an internal alert of drastic escalation in weaponry used by the cartels. Now, I don't say these things to fearmonger. I say these things because I believe we're in a war. And I truly believe the Patriots are in control. But if it is a war, then things are going to happen. And I always think it's best to keep your head on a swivel. So that's all we have for today. Oh, by the way, I will be going live today at 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I will be live on X, YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. I hope that you can join me. So if you'd like to support this channel, go to mypillow.com/Sam, or go to samshalhoub.com and you can buy me a cup of coffee or just say hello. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.